Hey Daniel, good evening. My name is Divine if you're on, which is I think it's clearly written here. So I would briefly, quickly go through this because, like you said, you're currently traveling, moving. So I need to make this as quick as possible, but equally as explanatory as possible too. So I would quickly go through this. So this is my design, my idea for the GoFunnel Meta Insight page case study. So I'll just quickly go this cover. This is the Figma file for the for my design for my work, and I'll quickly go over to the design page. So I took a liking to the I said liking, yes, to the Meta Insights page. Um, here when I came to this section, I saw a lot of data. Most of them looked okay. mm, Easily understandable from glance, but some other ones were looking really weird to me, and obviously to look weird to a potential user. I know that potential users are people that are acquainted with either running ads or managing ads or possibly other terminology. But to me, as a okay, let's say if you're taking on an intern now, okay, you need to like slowly walk the person through, and there's a lot of information here that's not classified. Everything is just all on one sheet. I'm seeing here that classification is overview, meta overview, ad manager, creatives, segmented insights. But aside that, everything looks just on one form, no classification and all that. So I took this information, including the number. The number looks good, but can be better. I believe it can be better. So I took this idea, I took this, and I reimagined it into this. So first of all, I noticed that there was a floating button here for the AI. So I took that and I added it to the navbar where the user can easily get to it, where the user can easily get to it and chat with your AI command or whatever it is. So yeah, so here when the user clicks here, it pops up like the ChatGPT stuff underneath, and then they can ask whatever question they want to ask or research whatever they want to research easily straight to the point. And there's a command here, command H for Helios. I think that's the name you named. So yeah, that's for the navbar. Everything is looks. I think the structure looks the same. Nothing changes. Just I just made it look a bit better. You get. So sorry about that. So um now to the main data. So here I had to put this whole section, this first section, this and call book in a section called executive summary. So the executive summary shows these key performance metrics. So you obviously I want to see my revenue, my ROAS, my spend, my call books, and then my conversion rate. So possibly from the amount of ads I'm running. I noticed that in the current design, there is no section where it shows the amount of ads that this metrics or this data is being pulled from. So I had to include that in my design. I added a section. I had it's not really a section, just a component, a text of the amount of ads that this information is being generated from. And I added active campaigns, which is all. I think it's 213 I added, yes. So it's some 213 campaigns that this information is being pulled from. And this executive summary matrix can be edited. You can add the user can choose to add or take out what they want to take out. And then um down to the charts. And the charts here are cool, but really not giving you that if you're looking for premium looking dashboard to solidify your stance in the markets, it has to look premium, not just giving data. Yes, it has to look premium. So this is spend against revenue charts. This is the final conversion trend. This shows calls and then people that have shown up to those calls that we booked. So this shows that graph and this shows the graph of spend against revenue. Now, Now, the part I also had issues was this metric. What was this metric? What is the user seeing here? This it's not clearly defined. Like I'm just seeing everything. Everything is just I'm seeing this first section here is this against this cost cost per call against 60 per call. Um this versus this, and what am I looking at? Is this efficiency metric or is this performance metric? What am I looking at? So I broke that down. I broke all of this down into efficiency metric. So I'm taking this. I had to take all this information here you provided in the initial design and condense it down into a section where the user can easily see and preview everything and also compare, which is very necessary. That's why I added the compare button here. So once the user clicks this, he can compare two of the buttons or two of the metric against each other, which was something I saw here and was really, really interesting. It was nice, but the presentation was kind of like a bit off. So I had a compare button where I can compare whatever I want to compare with. And then down to and then also the customer acquisition funnel too, very, very important. This is very it's also a key metric as well. This shows the number of impressions based on all the ads that are currently running. All this data is put from all these ads that are running, 230. So this shows the number of impressions, clicks, leads, all booked and deals closed. And then that now to the very confusing part that confused me, even me personally, when I was looking at the whole analytics page was this whole section of information here. This is this information is really, really helpful from what I've read so far. I looked at the numbers, really, really helpful, but representation really not great. So I had to condense all of this down into a tab called the detail report tab. So this shows the breakdown of the performance matrix. So once the user clicks this section here, this view reports here, it doesn't just expand downwards. It opens a new tab to where the user can easily navigate through because already here this is a lot of information. So putting more information on this page is going to really overwhelm the user, even if it's someone that's new or someone that's already used to the product itself. You get so this section. Once the user clicks view report, it opens to another section. It opens a a dialog box, more like a modal where the user can view all these metrics that was provided here. So that was my idea. I'm glad I could share that with you. My name is Divine once again, and I really and honestly look forward to your feedback. I wish you safe travels wherever you're going, wherever you're headed. Peace and love, man. And also, very importantly, I'll be attaching the link to all these, the mock-ups, the documentation, and everything again while I'm sending this video. Thank you very much, man. Do take care and enjoy.